my mouth and the meditations of our hearts be acceptable in your sight, O Lord, our strength and our Redeemer. Amen. This is the third Sunday of the month, so I would invite the children to come up forward if they would like to. And if any children are more comfortable, if the parents come up, you can come up too. But come on up, kids. Have a seat here. Oh, we have one already first. Now this morning, we're going to do something a little different, and I'm going to need all your participation. This is the last Sunday of what season? March. That's true too. In the church, what do we call it? Lent, yes. It's the last Sunday of Lent. And during Lent is a time when we as Christians think about our own lives and whether we're living them the way that Jesus would have us live them. So we look at our good habits and we look at our bad habits and we look at the way we do things, because, you know, often there's a good way to do things and there's a less good way to do things, and sometimes there's even a bad way to do things. So we think about that a lot during Lent. And to help us do that, we're going to have something. How many of you know the show, What Would You Do? Have you seen that? That's your Friday night show. So basically at that show, what they do is there's some sort of scene that goes on, and then the people around figure out what they're going to do and how they're going to react. So this morning we have a couple scenes that are going to happen. You're going to see something, so you have to look closely to watch what's happening. And then you'll hear the call of the chicken. You'll hear, okay. We always have to have the chicken, you know. So when you hear the chicken, then I want you all to say, what would you do? Okay, we'll practice.
Okay, so there's a scene, and you're going to have to make a decision. Team Grace, it's up to you, okay? Katie's going to give you the sign.
And then you all say, what would you do? And then I'm going to, well, they'll get better as we go along. So then I'll ask you what you would do and whether the person you saw did the right thing. All right? Do you get it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're about ready to have our first scene.
So I want to thank the parishioners who have volunteered to also be up here. And we're going to start with our first situation, and this is going to be with Brian Owens and Cassius.
Now watch carefully, kids.
And I'll just ask all the actors to remember to speak into the mic so we all can hear.
Hey Jack, can I go to Buffalo Wild Wings tonight?
Where are you going?
Some friends.
Do you need money?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, make sure you're back in time or else you're walking back and forth again, okay?
Okay.
Man, I need some coffee before I do this next book discussion on toxic charity, to which you're all invited. So I'm going to just stroll over to Atlanta Bread. Oh man, it's St. Patrick's Day today. The luck of the Irish. Woo! Look at this. Somebody dropped a wallet. Oh man. There's his name, but Portland Manor. Oh, that's not White Plains. I'd never find him. Hey man, is that shirt? $20.
What would you do? Okay, now, kids, do you understand what happened? What happened? She found something. She didn't give it back, did she? Somebody dropped some money in a wallet, right? And she found it. And she said, oh, it's my lucky day. Because she's going to keep it for herself. So what do you think? What would you do? Is that the right thing to do?
No!
What should she do?
Give it back.
Give it back. Okay, what do you think? Don't you think, like, she found, how much did you find?
I found a $20 bill, and that kid was already across the street. I would have had to run to catch up to him.
Oh, with $20, you can do a lot with $20, couldn't you?
No.
Would you be tempted? That's inflation. Wow. When I was a kid, $20 was like a year's allowance. Okay. So, would you be tempted to keep it? No. Okay, so, what would you do?
I would try to find out who it belonged to.
You would try to find out who it belonged to and get in touch with them and give it back. What do you think Jesus would like us to do? Give it back, right? Because it doesn't really belong to us, does it?
Yes, no.
No. Okay, you guys are very moral. Very good. Yes?
Not just free, I really give it back and give it back to the right owner.
Give it back to the right owner. That's right. Not just give it to anybody, but give it to the person who dropped it. That's right.
And if you can't find the right owner, then you put it in the church offering next week when you empty place.
Okay, just a second. Yes?
If you steal it, the police will get you.
If you steal it, the police will get you. All right. So that is a kind of form of stealing, isn't it? All right, now we'll go to our next situation. And this one, you've got to imagine that we're in school, okay? A test is coming.
So for this situation, listen up now. Number 2, we're going to have Anais and Martine. We're going to put their chairs right here.
Where everybody can see them.
Yeah, side by side. There you go. And we're going to pretend that they're in a high school. Okay? Just like all of you go to school there.
They are in high school.
Well, good morning. I'm sure you remember today we're having the exam. It's the midterm, okay? I know I announced this at least 2 or 3 days ago. Annalise, you're ready for this? And Martine?
Definitely. Yes.
Oh, good. Martine, I'm glad you've been so busy marching in parades and counting on the St. Patrick's Day drums. I wasn't sure you'd have time to study.
Of course I said.
Oh, good. All right. It shouldn't be that difficult. Here are your papers. You have 30 minutes to complete it. And, of course, it's the honor system. I need to go get ready for another appointment. So just do your best and good luck.
Oh my God, I should have studied for this. I should have studied for this.
This is so easy.
I didn't have any time to study. I was watching the St. Patrick's Day parade.
Well, that's your fault. I studied.
No, just help me out. Give me a few answers.
No, I studied way too hard for this test.
What's number 5? What's number 5?
Nope.
Oh, my back is so sore. One answer.
You know before I was in trouble. I studied for this test.
She's not in the classroom. I'll give you $1.
$1. No.
$1.
Oh, let me
$12.
try
I'll give you $12.
Give me one lessons.
Try your best.
I can't balance. I really need this grade.
And so do I.
You want to study for it. You're going to do fine.
I'm going to move over and
What would you do?
All right, kids. So, Anais had all the answers, right? This poor child had none of the answers, correct? Not quite. So, So, if you were on ice and somebody wanted to cheat and offered you $1, what would you do?
I'll take them out. I'll take the coin back. I'll give you the answer.
Give me 20.
I'll give you 12. He's out of his class. I'll say 50 final offer.
Okay, so first you would have said give me 20, then you would have done the right thing. Okay, he's clarifying what he would have done after the 20. What he should have done. There's honesty. We have found here kind of lie. You would have moved seats.
No.
I
I'm
wanted,
gonna say yes.
I wanted to say 100.
But
I do not want anyone cheating on my work, so
okay, yeah, you don't want anyone cheating off your work. Okay.
I would say that you have to do your work. Then I would say I would move over a spot.
Okay. You would point out he has to do his own work and then move over a spot.
I take the money and say, look.
Oh, okay, so it's all right. What do you think is the best thing to do in this situation? What should you have done? Ignore? Yeah. Maybe tell the teacher, yeah. Yeah. Just say no, move away. That's right. So there are a lot of different options, and I know it's tempting, and I know kids do this, right? Sometimes they're not prepared, and sometimes you want to cheat, right? But you shouldn't. Okay, I'm glad. All right, that's the next situation. Now we go to our third and final situation. So you have to be careful and watch this one too. This is one about how to treat your friends and how to stand up to them or not stand up for them. And we're waiting for one of the participants to come out of the sacristy at any
My
moment.
goodness, where is Barbara? She's always late. Well, we have to go to that parade. Oh, gosh, every time. Barbara, I've been waiting for you. Sorry.
Today's St. Patrick's Day.
That's right.
Oh,
She's ready.
yeah, you like the boots?
I love
Oh,
it.
do kids know what Uggs are? Oh, yeah, we got some Uggs. Well, these are called Irish Uggs.
Nice.
When you wear them, they bring you luck. So we call them lugs. I love them. Yeah, they're great. So listen. So today, what are we gonna do?
We're gonna go to the parade. We're gonna make some noise. We're gonna cheer for our Irish people.
Who is she, Larissa?
Oh, this is Jane. She goes to my high school. You know, she's my friends.
I've seen her around.
This is Barbara. This is my friend Barbara. She knows she goes to, the other high school.
Yeah, that other high school.
Yeah, that other high school.
I'm surprised to see you with her.
Oh, but she's my friend. We're getting ready to go to the parade. You want to come? We are friends.
We go with her. With those boots?
I thought they were soft.
But Jen, I think, I don't know you, but I went to this this concert at Grace Church, and they had these dancers and these musicians, and you were up there dancing. Oh, you were good.
You were there?
Yeah, I was there. I was there. I mean,
We were there. We don't have to dance.
oh, yeah, well, see, I go to this girls' school, and we don't really get much practice dancing. The nuns don't really like us to dance that
Yeah, so that's why
much.
we're gonna go to the parade. We're gonna all
So,
dance.
could you just show me some of those things you were doing when
Show
they had that
you?
concert? Yeah, show me. I
You.
can learn fast. Go ahead. What were you doing?
Yes.
Show me how you do it. How you do it? Okay. Da-da, da-da, da-da. Oh. I got it.
I think she can do it. Maybe. Show her something different. Maybe we can show her something different. She's a. Try something a little easier. Maybe it's the love. But she's trying. But she's trying. She's my friend.
No, I'm really disappointed in you.
But we're supposed to. It doesn't matter if she's in a different school. She wears gloves. If she can't dance that well,
School is so cool. No. Oh, you gotta do better than that.
But I like friends of all different types.
What would you do? Okay. So, what happened in this case, these two friends were going out, and the popular girl came, and she said, "Oh, why are you hanging out with her? She's a loser, basically." So, if you were Marissa, what would you do? Would you stand up for your friend, or would you go with the popular kid? What do you think? Let's see, somebody who hasn't talked yet. Stand up for your friend, even if it meant you lost popularity, even if kids talked about you.
One, I'll order a pony. Two, I'll have a principal.
I'm not sure that's entirely going to solve your problem. So, Jordan, okay, what would you do?
Dr. Phil can't help that.
Jordan would stand up for her friend. Yes, sometimes we have to stand up for one another, don't we? Sometimes it's good to be able to say, this is my friend and I care about her and I'm going to be with her no matter what.
I would stand up and say, can't hurt my friend's feelings.
Can't hurt my friend's feelings. That's right. Even if she's dressed like this, you would do that.
Well, that has a lot
That would be tough, but okay. So I think that pretty much covers it. The thing to remember is that sometimes in life we have these choices about how we behave. Whether we're going to be generous, whether we're going to be honest, whether we're going to stand up for our friends. And during Lent is this time when we try to think about our own lives and whether we're living them the way Jesus would like us to do it. All right? Everybody get that? All right. Final words?
I just want to thank our actors today.
All right, kids, you may find your seats again.
I'm gonna knock your head off.